Mhm. Hi, welcome. Hi. This is a friendly message to say, first of all, thank you for wanting to practice with me. And this is just a little side note that this video coming is a great practice, but the quality of the video is not so great. I had technical issues, had to record on my phone. So the quality is not that great, but I figured why not? I do this instead so then you would know just to listen and practice rather than watching the quality of the video. So thank you, and I apologize, and I hope that you enjoy your practice. If you have any questions, comments, and feedback, please let me know. Okay, have fun. Bye. Well, hello. Hi, friends. Welcome to this cosmic yoga practice aligned with the Taurus full moon. So we are in the full moon energy with the Taurus in our favor. So the Taurus energy in our favor. So let's dive in. I want to share what the Taurus energy is all about, and the full moon. So, the full moon is always a great time to shine the light on whatever is happening into your life now, or you could even push this back and look at what happened 6 months ago at the Taurus new moon. So if you're familiar with my work, Cosmic Game, you'll know that this is what we do. We plant seeds on the new moon and then we shine the light on the intention on the full moon. So patience. It's a 6 months process, and here we are 6 months later. So what has transformed, changed, or what is it that needs to realign, to reevaluate and check in order to use this Taurus energy, which is about stability, grounding, practical. And if you know any Taurus in your life, when they have something in mind, it's not in their feet, and they're pretty. Um, what's the proper word here? They're pretty motivated into what works for them. When they have something in mind, it's got to go that way, right? Which could be a good thing and a bad thing, but at the same time, it, even though there is good or bad, I always like the idea of bringing them both together, trying to find this alignment and the neutrality of it all. So trying to balance things out. Yeah, so I hope this makes sense. If there was anything that you started 6 months ago, now's a good time to shine the light on it and to have fun with it. So, in case you're wondering, who am I? And if we don't know each other, my name is Marie. I go with Marie-Noelle, hence for Coach M&M. I've been practicing yoga and teaching for over 15 years. I'm a life coach and I love astrology. So I've made a mission to blend my three passions together to help you. And yeah, have fun. Really, this is this is my lifelong mission. They're trying to find fun and joy in every moment, even though we're going through a crazy time. And this is something else that I want to add with the full moon and the Taurus energy is that, first of all, thank you for choosing you and choosing your own well-being. Yeah, because even though the world is crazy. There's so much happening out there. I don't think I need to tell you or go more into it, but my intention was this is to bring you back to center, to choose you, to ground. I don't think we'll ever say this enough, but your energy hygiene routine, grounding, journaling, chatting with your best friend, whatever, that is going to help you to ground and to really prioritize your well-being is your priority. Really, you got to make it your first priority to take care of your own well-being, because guess what, no one else is going to do it for you. And you got to do the work. So whatever it means for you, but just that starting on the mat is a great way. So shall we begin? I think so. Let's do this. But if you'd love to chat more about it, I'm here for you. So that being said, let's ground. So I'm sitting, obviously, but I want you to be comfortable in your sitting position. So if you do need a block to elevate the hips, you do this. If you need to bring the legs forward, whatever works for you. That brings me to my my famous quote of "no new pain is the name of the game." So please honor your inner voice. If you're feeling any pain, anything unusual, please don't push it. There's no need. Really honor your body. It's going to tell you what you need to do. So that being said, find your comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close your eyes and then just breathe. Inhale fully and exhale fully. And just for fun, notice, where did your hand landed? Are your hands rooting and grounding onto your knees? Are your palms facing up? So you're maybe needing energy from the universe. So whatever, there's no right or wrong, but just be curious of what your body needed naturally. So obviously for me was the ground, my hands on my knees, connecting with the breath. And then once you're ready, we can go into the Ujjayi breath, which is breathing from the back of the throat. So inhaling from the nose and exhaling from the nose. So you want to hear the sound in the back of your throat as you're breathing out. So inhale fully. And let's do it a couple more times. Inhale and exhale. I want to invite you to be fully present, fully here in the now. Nothing else matters. Like the song. Yeah. And then if it feels true to you, I invite you to bring your hands onto your heart and to set your intention for this practice and also for the full moon in Taurus. So my intention is to deliver and offer you a fun and safe practice for your highest good and the highest good of all. And then slowly come on back, open your eyes, welcome back into the room, and let's begin, let's move. So from here, you may go on to all four because, easy. efficient. So I'm always going for alignment. So shoulders above the wrist, hips above the knees, and you may tuck the toes under, go right onto the top of the feet. Then from here, I'm going for a neutral spine, so my head is aligned with my spine. And then from here, I want to take a deep inhale and push my tailbone up towards the sky and gaze right up between my brows. And then slowly exhale, squeeze your bum around your spine, and then gaze in towards your navel. So you're rounding the spine into cat. Now with the breath, always start with the lower back and then complete with the neck. Now we're into cat. And then move with your breath in your own rhythm into cat cow. So you're warming up your spine, creating space between your vertebrae. I just love cat cow. And then slowly, with your next breath, come on back to center. And let's press the bum back towards the heel into child's pose. So I like to think of child's pose as a seed. So perhaps thinking back again of where you were 6 months ago. Releasing your lower back, and at any point throughout the practice, if you do need to take a break, you can always come back into child's pose. Balasana. Then slowly gaze forward. Walk your hands as far forward as you can, spreading the fingers wide, tucking the toes under, pressing up your tailbone towards the sky, and then let's check in with the feet here. Are your hamstring fairly loose and warm? If not, you may go right onto the tip of your toes, leaving the heels up. But if you want a little more, you can take your dog out for a walk, bringing the heels down one at a time. And if you're ready for the full deal, dropping the heels down and really ground here. Linking the breath to your dog. And then I'm sort of making a point here to stay here just a little longer, just in order to ground that bit much. And then not only you're grounding, but you're also boosting your immune system, since we're heading towards the winter days. So it's important to really connect with yourself. Perfect. Let's do one more breath here just because. And then slowly gaze forward, bend the knees. You may walk or jump to the front of your mat. And then from here, releasing the hands, you may grab the opposite elbows. Make sure the knees are fairly bent. We never want to lock the knees fully, so always keeping a micro bend into the back of the legs. Back of the knees, I mean. Releasing your head. And then slowly from here, release. Bring your fingertips in front of your feet. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, release. Then gently push your heels into the ground, bending the knees through, and then rising up gently and slowly. Oh, and I guess now you don't see my head there, so that's what it is for today. Joy of internet and technology, phone versus computer. So this is what it's all about today. Inhale your arms up towards the sky and exhale, lower down. Hello again. So inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, release, and let's bring the right foot back. So I'm going for a lunge here. So we're going to ease into this, bringing the knee down on the ground for level 1. You can stay onto the tip of your toes or go right onto the top of your foot. Okay. So here I want to make a point here. We're stretching the hip flexors since we're sitting quite a bit in this modern life. Just breathe. Otherwise, if you wanted a little more, lifting the back leg, So we're into a modified lunge here. And try to make sure you've got your front knee right above the ankle, hugging the core, your glutes should be working, and all is well. Rooting the hands down, step back into plank. Yeah. So I'm really enjoying plank these days for many reasons, but mainly for core, for strengthening, yeah. And I find that when we got that strength into the core, we're better aware of ourselves, confidence-wise, and then grounding, yeah. There's 4 points connecting with the earth here, so whenever you've got your hands and feet touching the ground, you're literally grounding a little more plugged in. So if you need a little break from grounding, you can always put the knees down for level 1, or keep hanging into your plank. And yes, I am making this just a little bit longer, but then it's good for you, right? Tuck the elbows in, lower down gently into Chaturanga Dandasana. And then go onto the top of the feet. Inhale and peel your heart away from the mat into Cobra. So it could be a little Cobra here or a nice and long Cobra. Releasing your bum. Take a deep breath. And then tuck the toes under. Press back into downward dog. Then from here, this time we're going to bring the right foot forward, finding your lunge on the other side. So remember, you've got your level 1 with the knee down, or level 2, knee up. Remember to check your foundation with your front knee, your alignment, I mean. Take a deep breath. So we're stretching the other side, the other hip flexor. We've got to be fair, balance it out, right? Exploring one side and the other. And then let's bring it back into neutrality. So bring the back foot forward, evening out both feet. Inhale, look halfway up. And exhale, release gently. Now from here, push into your heels, gently rise up. Gather all the energy right above your head, arch back just a little, and then come back to center into mountain pose. So this is it. Makes me laugh here, but you can't see my face, but here we are. Shoulders are roll back. I'll fix that later. Releasing, inhale fully, arch back, exhale, lower down. Inhale high, look halfway up, exhale, release. Let's go for right foot back. Now we know we've done the low lunge. So here, again, you get to decide your back foot. You're going to keep the toes tucked under or rooting into your back foot. Actually, let's root because the theme is to ground and being practical. So from here, we're going to transition into another pose. So you've got your toes out towards the edge of your mouth, just with a slight angle here. But the goal is to keep the hips nice and even. Inhale, squeeze your bum and your core, and rise up. So you've got a warrior 1 happening here, okay? So really rooting into your warrior 1. You want to bring your arms out behind your back. And then from here, we're going to really ground and root just a little more into pyramid pose. So if you're wondering, level 1, you could just grab the opposite elbows. And then if you wanted a little more, you could go for a reverse prayer into your back. So you've got your palms together, and I'll do it like this so you can see. So the palms are together, toes are pointing down, and then you want to bring the fingertips towards the sky, like so, into the middle of your back, okay? But please, no new pain is the name of the game, so if this is too much, you go right here, okay? And then, now, you're going back into my foundation of warrior 1. Inhale fully, and then let's straighten the front leg, yeah? So, lengthening through the spine, inhale fully, and as you exhale, you want to engage the core and your glutes and gently lower down. Okay, so my goal here is to go for pyramid pose. As you, I just like the visual of a pyramid being an opportunity to ground and connect. So from here, you could stay here, okay? Or you could lower down just a little more. And then try to bring your face as close as possible to your shin, okay? If you wanted to get a little deeper and release the arms, bring them forward in front of your front foot. And really feel the stretch here into your hamstring. So there's many options here for you to be your own pyramid. So please embrace and allow yourself to be your authentic pyramid. Oh yes, but remember, no locking the back knee. We want to create that micro band. Are we ready to get out? And then if you had the arms up, actually, if you had your hands here, bring them behind your back and gently rise up from the core, protecting your lower back. Here we are, bending the front knee, returning into your warrior one. Take a deep breath, inhale fully. And then gently exhale, release down, rooting the hands, stepping back into your plank. Goodness. So ready for a little plank challenge here? More stability, more grounding, and just a little bit practical because everything is working. So plank is a great tool to use on a daily basis. Daily or every other day, whatever works for you in your schedule. Okay, ready? Chaturanga Dandasana. So nice plank. So inhale, cobra. Remember to release your bum. And then tuck the toes under. Press back, downward dog. Now, grounding a little more. Getting ready for the other side. So ready? Right foot forward this time. Find your lunge on the other side. And then from here, drop your back heel down. Create that 45-degree angle with your foot. So your toes are pointing out towards the edge of your mat. Squaring your hips. Inhale, and then squeeze your bum and your core. Rise up for warrior one on the other side. So technically here, I'm not seeing my toes. Well, I don't see my toes, so technically you're not seeing your toes. So be mindful of your foundation here. So really the goal is to protect your knee. Inhale fully. You're holding the moon between your hands. So what are you shining the light on? Stability. Perfect. And from here, inhale fully. And then release the arms back. Now you know where to go. Level one, holding the opposite elbow. Or your reverse prayer hands. Whatever works for you. Shoulders are back and down. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, lift the spine. And exhale, gently move from the hips. Moving forward. Okay, you can stay here or go even more. If you wanted to release the hands, now you can. So really here, focus onto your front leg being straight with the micro bend into the knee. So lots of stretching, grounding, strengthening. Breathe. Yummy, right? Ready for this? So you can release your hands, bring them back behind your back if you wanted to. Really hug the core and the glutes. Bring your front knee right above the ankle and rise up back into warrior one to complete. Inhale fully. And as you exhale, release down, rooting the hands, stepping back into downward dog. Here we are, grounding again, being practical, like a Taurus. And then from here, gently bring your knees down on the ground, crisscross your legs, and then come to sitting position. Okay, so actually sitting here with the legs forward. So I'm going for Dandasana, stack pose. So 90-degree angle with the torso and the legs. Inhale the arms up, and then with the exhale, dive from the hips, leading with the heart, but leaving the shoulders back, and really, now this time we're stretching both legs at the same time, so just going a little bit deeper from the pyramid. And with each exhale, you may just dive, fold forward just a little more. And then slowly, once you're ready, come on back. Bend the knees. Bring your hands by your side. Gently scoot your bum towards your heels. And then come on down onto your back. One vertebrae at a time, being gentle. And then from here, we're going to practice bridge pose. Just because sometimes it is good to let the water flow. And then cross the bridge whenever you're ready. So I want to invite you here to brush your ankle with your middle finger so you know you've got the perfect alignment. And then from here, take your deep breath. And squeeze your bum, your glutes, your core, gently rise up, bringing your chin right up towards the sky. You could just stay here, but again, now we're getting to stretch both hip flexors. Your bum is working, and then some of you might want to really roll the shoulders under, interlace the fingers underneath, and really go fuller into your bridge. Try to make sure that your knees are aligned with your hips and with your ankles. If you're noticing your knees going out past your hips, bring them back in, and then gently release one vertebrae at a time. Let's bring your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side. And then from here, bring your knees towards your left side into a nice recline twist. I'm gazing away from my knees. So really breathe into this. You're releasing toxins, but also releasing whatever is no longer serving you because you've shined a light on it and you've cleared the energy, and whatever is no longer serving you may go. So then you can move forward and focus on what brings you joy. Yeah. And then slowly inhale back to center. Exhale towards the other side. So bring your knees on your right, looking towards your left. Recline twist on the other side, balancing things out. And then gently come on back to center. Bring your knees down on the ground. If you know yourself, you know you. If your lower back is a little sore, you could bring your knees leaning into once and then towards each other. Or if you're ready for Shavasana, legs out. Make yourself comfortable. If you have more time and you want to really hang out here into your Shavasana, press pause. Otherwise, let's take a moment to really thank your body for all the hard work that you did and for honoring yourself, for choosing you to practice with me and you to align your mind, body, and spirit. And then from here, gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rotate your wrists, rotate your ankles. And then you may bring your arms up above your head and stretch from head to toes. And then once you're ready, you may bend the knees and then just roll onto one side. And then take your time to come back into the room, gently pushing yourself up to sitting position. So we adjust, realign. Take a moment to reconnect with yourself. Going back to your regular breath. And then from here, I want to invite you to think about your intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. So a friendly reminder. And if it's for the full moon, I invite you to write it into your journal. I highly recommend that you have a moon journal so then you can keep track of the process and the progress that you're making towards your intention. And then if you want to dive in a little more into the lunar cycles and intention, well, please reach out because I officially started my cosmic game. So the idea is that we meet every new moon. So we start around at the new moon. It's a quick round for 4 weeks. And then you get support with your intention and to see result towards your intention. So result or results, you let me know. We can work one-on-one. So go check out my website if you're curious and you want to know more. The link is below. And reach out if you have any questions. I'm here for you. And please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you know anyone that could benefit from this practice or from learning about cosmic news and cosmic coaching. I just want to help and ease the transition into these crazy times that we're in. Lots of transformations we've been through and perhaps going through again in the future. So anyways, on that note, let's call for infinite peace and freedom for the world, and namaste. Thank you so much for your time and your presence. I honor the fact that you wanted to do this with me today. So namaste.